series or try. And captain for the first time of the West Indies, Akeal Hussain, a specialist bowling in the power play in this format of the game, and he's got a deep backward square leg and a deep mid-wicket in place. What you'll a little bit of grip off the surface there.
Yeah, and I heard him speaking about it being a little bit dry and hoping that he can bowl first to try to use whatever.
Arm ball again. You have to look very, very closely for the seam up versus the seam that oscillates. 2 without loss. Nice use of the feet. First boundary of the contest for Bertel. Brave shot. Maybe squeezed off the outer half of the bat.
Use of the feet. He wants to get the game going, and he's found a way to beat the man at short third, and he's had enough on it to get to the boundary.
Length has come back there, which is quite predictable after the first couple of deliveries, and he's a tall man, which is not saying a lot with you and I, Carlos. Can get the ball to shape out, but use that bounce.
Yeah, he's adjusted well. Through the first one up there to see if he'll get any swing. And then you see in that occasion what we spoke about, that man at short third potentially being a catcher and forcing the batters to do something.
Gone. First one. Gone. Captain strikes. He does it so often in this phase of the game in T20 internationals.
One of the best new ball bowlers in the world, like you were saying. He builds pressure, keeps the ball in and around that area, subtle changes of pace. Sometimes turn, sometimes swing, but he always asks questions and he always forces you to make a decision. The wrong decision on this occasion by Kushal Bertel. He goes for 6, Nepal 8-4.
Nice shot. Bigger boundary over there, but can't be hauled in. Lovely shot for Mala to get on his way. 4 overs gone, 18 for 2.
It's a shot, it's a trademark shot that Rohit Powdell loves. Those that were part of the West Indies A tour of Kathmandu last year, they'll have been having nightmares about that one because Powdell was the top scorer in that series. He's at it again and he plays it ever so well.
The key to the shot was the head was very still. Watched the ball hit the bat, played it very fine towards fine leg for a boundary.
These whipped away and whipped away with real quality. Not quite the first maximum, just 1 bounce, and 4 makes it back-to-back boundaries, and the noise starts to reach fever pitch levels here in Sharjah.
That was picked up very nicely on the legs by Rohit Powdell, the captain of Nepal. Pick-up shot towards square leg. There's no fielder in the boundary.
Left arm spin, the ball turning into him, and he loves hitting down the ground. Just 1 bounce and it flies for 4. It's the return, the rebirth here of Kushal Malla. He's into double figures.
That was hit very hard by Kushal Malla, straight down the ground. A bit in the air. Hit it straight. Didn't go to the mid-wicket region. That is why he connected it so well.
Seeing things or hearing things. He loves taking on this left arm spin, Kushal Malla. That is a 6 of some proportions.
If you've known Kushal Malla and his batting, his intent, this is not something that you don't see often. He loves hitting this shot on one knee, swings his bat real hard, and the ball gets deposited out of the ground.
Has he hit it well enough? Holder just a spectator. Another strike from Kushal Malla over the ropes.
Kushal Malla absolutely living up to his expectation. He's out of the team for a while. His confidence was down, but K has come back really well, and 30 of 18, he still has a long way to go. But shots like these will give you so much of confidence. Gone for one. Has he connected it well enough? No. A very good catch. Come on! And the bowling change actually works. Wicket in the very first over for Naveen. And Kushal Malla's good start has not been converted.
It's a good catch from Jason Holder. Big man, a tall man. He got down very well. And the first international wicket for Navin Bidesi. His year just continues to get better and better. One of the breakout players of the CPL tournament as well as the breakout league. In Northeast Trinidad, his parents will be celebrating with him. A much needed breakthrough. Malla, Kushal Malla, goes for 30. It is now 70 for 3. Caribbean.
Inside edge this time. There is protection. Rohit Paudel will have to play a very sensible innings here. He's got the start again, 26 of 30. It has been a cautious innings by Nepal skipper. But at what point of time will Nepal press on the accelerator? That's the question. They lost 2 wickets very early in the innings.
Struck it well enough. It's the shorter of the 2 square boundaries. Just 61 meters, but a good strike from Paudel.
This was on the cards. This was certainly on the cards. A shorter one to Rohit Paudel. Pulled it well enough on the middle of the bat. And 65 meter 6. Very well struck by Nepal.
Rohit Paudel. And that's why he manipulates the ball into vacant areas so well. That'll be 4. And I've got a man joining me in the commentary box who manipulated the ball to all parts himself. Shard Vasakar, good evening to you, my friend.
Good evening, Andrew. A good shot there behind square by Rohit. Yeah, was drifted down the leg and helped it on its way. Using the pace and over the short fine fielder, 4-4.
Now looks to go the other way. Really high quality batting, and what's even better is the running between the wickets. Run well between the wickets, manipulate the ball into the gaps. And look for the occasional big one, but this time he's holed out. And it's 2 for the debutant. We saw Holder roar when he took the first catch, but that's a big moment as the captain falls.
They went for the big heave. Went for the longer side, Rohit. Could time it well enough. Was building on well. See there, a length ball tried to go over mid-wicket.
I think it's Hakeem August who's taken the catch, so the debutants are combining in the future looking
Soon, that's the main day, Dasera time.
Now Ja tries to go downtown. He's got a good piece of this. It just keeps going and going and gone. I think long on thought for all money it was coming straight to him, Obed McCoy, but the power, the strength of Gulshan Ja muscles it for 6.
The long levers coming in handy again. Gulshan Ja just swings it hard. Those long levers went really high. Just over the ropes.
But they're going to need plenty more than they have.
Oh, get it!
And Irie has those fast hands, and they're fast enough to get 6. Didn't clear deep backward square by much, but it cleared him by enough. A first maximum for the vice captain.
How did he connect that? It was just a merry flick behind the square. Timed it well enough.
Might be big enough from Gulshan Jah. He strikes a long ball.
This is quality. He rocked back. So many players would try to hit that through the leg side, but he slapped it straight. Always aim for that side screen, and that he did.
Toughed up Jason Holder has another over up his sleeve. Obed McCoy is
Further out the arc, but too far on that occasion.
not hit that one well enough. Just Casey Carty, he makes simple things look difficult. And this is some debut in senior colours for Navin Bidesi. His third wicket.
He's stuck to his guns, Bidesi. He's kept it wide, slammed for 6 couple balls ago, but stuck to it and now rewarded. It was a very exciting reward on the end from Casey Carty. Should have been a regulation. But raise your hand in applause, young man. You've been excellent today on debut. Gulshan Jah was exciting while he lasted. 22 he got, 109. You win.
Not hit well enough. Oh yes, it's parried over. Think it might be Joel Andrew. Young and T.
I think slightly misjudged. Ended up being full stretch above his head. Should be taken at this level. And yet that confirms it. Falling over for 6. So joy for the Nepalese fans. And it'll be disappointment for Obed McCoy. Yet to pick up a wicket.
If he goes wide of off stump. Because he set that man out there and taken. He just shifted Bidesi into that straightish extra cover area just before that ball was served up. And the planners worked for the excellent Jason Holder. And that's how to catch Joel Andrew and Casey Carty.
The planning has been good from West Indies. Good field setting, as you mentioned. Last ball, Bidesi was sent back. And he still stayed 5 steps off. Wary of the 2. And turned it into a catching opportunity. Jason Holder on Simmons. Stupendous! Kareem Agor making an impact. That is a tremendous catch. Firstly, to make the ground and to dive low and laterally and scoop it up. And a smile to boot, not from the Nepal fans.
Well, he's taken a catch now for 2 international nations. He's played for the USA, and I'm sure he's taken a catch there. It was outstanding. Outstanding. Fabian Allen would be proud of that. Perhaps West Indies' best fielder, Fabian Allen. He leaves the ground here, and he's almost parallel and in the air when the ball hits his hand. That is a standard Jason Holder is saying that is set for the rest of this tour. Holder. Another one for Jason Holder. He's having a wonderful evening and setting the standard for the rest of the bowlers and the fielders in the team.
This is why Jason Holder is here, folks. Personal performance, he's been exceptional in the Caribbean Premier League for a while now. And he's leading, albeit not as captain, but he's showing and setting the standard.
That is a top shot. It truly is good ball striking to use the feet and take that wide side of the field out of play.
Lots to love about this. Cut the angle, advance down the track, give himself slight bit of room on the advance, and able to pongo it straight down the field for maximum.
There's more room wide for Obed McCall. That's field should have been route 20 overs now completed, and Nepal end at 148 in kits. They'll have their work cut out for them because they're a team that is starting or trying to reintegrate as a West Indies team, Parish, and whereas Nepal and their conglomeration have played together more often and are more familiar in their roles. So for Carl Mayers, with all his experience, it'll be a tester in trying to get to 149.
Yes, it will be, but saying that Nepal will have to bowl very well to restrict West Indies for under 148. I think it's going to be Dipender Singh Airi to open the bowling for Nepal. Off spinner, a very accurate off spinner, I must say. Amir Django, one of the openers for West Indies, and Carl Myers. We all know how destructive he can be. 52 wickets.
Hits the gap immediately, and that could be 4. It is 4. First ball of the innings. A boundary to Carl Mayers.
It was short and wide, nicely hit in between the gap, beating the captain at cover point. A good start for West Indies. Sure in the T20 internationals for Nepal. Good running between the... Direct hit! I think it's got him! The umpire Budhi Bahadur Pradhan is going upstairs. Kushal Bhurtel is the fielder in that occasion. A direct hit is very, very close.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I would think he's gone by some distance. Say one stump to aim at, but gone by some distance. Whereas Nepal ran well between the wickets. That was too much to do for Carl Mayers. And West Indies are 1 down.
Debutant to play. Slower through the air. A good hit. Down the ground. And it's all the way for 6. Hit it straight down the ground, down to long on. 1 bounce over the fence.
It's one of the advantages when you're playing against a short, skinny bowler who's perhaps fast medium. If you bat out of your crease, that is top-notch from Hakeem Ogis, following Amir Django in this over so far.
This is what they are known for, the West Indians. They go big, hard. Karan Casey again not getting his length right in this occasion. A bit fuller, picked it on the up, went through the shot.
This one goes straight up. Dipender Singh Airi nestles underneath it. He's never dropping that. The Nandan Yadav treatment from the physio worked. The mother's advice worked. Stay in the blue and red of Nepal. You've got higher duties ahead of you. And he gets the second wicket to fall.
A good slower one there, and comfortably taken by Dipendra. Trying to get under the ball. Yeah, you could see the roll of the fingers. Mistimed it straight up in the air. And it was an easy take by Dipendra. And he gets the breakthrough. More opportunity in this game.
Not the right line and just helped around the corner. Good shots. Very well placed by Amir Django. Camby has not adjusted well there to the left-hander, and that's really a free hit down the leg side.
He was bowling well before this ball that was drifted down the leg. Easy pickings there. Just picked up off his leg.
People say, well, hold on, it should be white. This goes a long way up. Now, long on. He's going to be in play and takes the catch just inside the rope. Jura does enough. Andrew never looks settled out there. It's a good change of bowling. The captain probably wanted the left-hander. He'll get the right. The fans dancing in the stands. Nepal have 3.
And the captain gets the breakthrough. Andrew going for that big shot down the ground. Didn't connect well enough. And the crowd jumping in the stands. You could see he balled it slow. Went straight after pitching. Couldn't time it well. And a very neat catch there by Jura. Just ahead, a few yards ahead of the rope.
I think it's an outstanding catch. He's made it look easy. It's the end of Jewel Andrew, gone for 5.
Chance again, could be number 4. Here's number 4. This youth in the West Indies top order, in alliance with the experience of Mayers, being overrun by Nepal.
Favouring on to come and work miracles. Downtown. Step hit for Casey Carty. The shackles have been broken somewhat.
Rayon Griffith, the head coach of this team, knows they need more. Close enough in length. Might have been an arm ball that he tried to slide across him. As he pull his length back at all now.
4 to 5 years has been their death bowling. Joined by Sachin Timulsina. As another chance created. And Tiger says yes. Dipendra Singh Airi at it again. I'm not sure West Indies are learning their lessons. You do not run one to him.
Can this be the second run out? They got one earlier.
Listen to the roar. And it's that man again. He impacts the game in 3 dimensions. The Tiger himself does it once more. Dipendra Singh Airi. You cannot run one anywhere in his vicinity. And it's the big one too, Casey Carty. He's gone for 16. And the West Indies in real bother. Pressure. And Jason Holder might just have given it away. He's hit it straight to Rohit Kumar Paudel. Nepal's heroes standing tall on the biggest of stages for them. And it's Bertel with his first that might just have swung this game heavily back towards the Himalayas.
The Nepalese believe Jason Holder, the important man, they've got this wicket. They needed it. 76 for 6. Nepal certainly on top. The fans already celebrating. He could not get this to the middle of his bat, Jason. And an easy catch eventually for the skipper.
Isn't he pumped up? And some trademark copycat celebrations come out. Nepal in dreamland. Holder's the latest to go for 5. 76 for 6.